Bonjour tout, and today we are going to see about the lesson 7 grammar part 2. Let's see the today's content. One is of le pronom relative. This we have seen in the previous class itself. It means a relative pronoun. And second, le pronom direct and direct. There is direct object pronoun and indirect object pronoun. And third, le passé composé verb pronominal. So past tense in the pronominal verb. And the fourth is the le pronom personal, that is personal pronoun. So these are four contents that we are going to see today. And this is the first one. Combiner le des phrases avec dont. So dont is one of the relative pronoun and it means whose or whom. And in this exercise, dont you have to use in between two sentences. See the example. Voici le comédien. So here is a comedian, and second sentence is j'ai vu son dernier film. It means what? I have seen his last film. So you have to use the pronoun relative in between these two sentences. So voici le comédien dont j'ai vu le dernier film. So instead of this adjective, you have to use the direct object pronoun le. So dernier film, it's a masculine noun. For that, the direct object pronoun is what? Le. So this thing only I have given here. Instead of this adjective possessive, has to change a direct object pronoun. So what are the direct object pronoun? Le, la, le, l apostrophe. These are four direct object pronoun. And see the first one. Voilà a musician. So here is a musician and j'aime beaucoup sa musique. So I like the music very much. And here the answer, voilà un musicien dont j'aime beaucoup la musique. So it means here is a musician whose I like the music very much. And next, voici une vieille dame. So here a old lady and j'écoute ses conseils. So I listen her advice. So the answer, voici une vieille dame. So here a old lady dont j'écoute les conseils. So whose listen the advisors. And next, voici un écrivain. J'ai lu ses nouvelles. So here the answer, voici un écrivain dont je lis les nouvelles. So instead of this adjective possessive, direct object pronoun is what? Les, because nouvelle it's a plural noun. For that you have to use the direct object pronoun les. So the meaning of this sentence, here is a écrivain who's like the novels. And D1, voilà une voiture. Here is a car. J'aime ce color. It means I like its color. And the answer, voilà une voiture dont j'aime la couleur. So here is a car whose I like the color. And next, voilà un garçon intelligent. So here there is an intelligent boy and je voudrais faire sa connaissance. So it means what I would like to know. So the answer, voilà un garçon intelligent dont je voudrais faire la connaissance. So instead of that adjective possessive, you have to use a direct object pronoun Allah, because connaissance it's a feminine noun. So the meaning of the sentence, here is a boy, intelligent boy, whose I would like to know. So this is the first exercise which is based on your pronoun relative. You have to use the relative pronoun dont, and it means what? Whose or whom. And second, complétez avec les pronoms relatifs qui, que, vous, dont. So complete with the relative pronoun qui, que, vous, and dont. So what is the meaning of qui, who, and que means what? That or which, and vous means what? Where, and dont means whose or whom. It depends upon the sentence. And qui it is used for the person, que it is used for the thing, and vous it is used for the place, and dont it is used for the person as well as thing. Let's see the exercise. First one, je cherche la boîte dash tu as prêté. So here la boîte means what? Box. So box, it's a things only. So for that you can use the relative pronoun que. So the answer, je cherche la boîte que tu as prêté. So I'm looking for the box that you search. And next, sorry, that you learnt. Pratyay means what learnt. And next, B. Nous montrons les photos dash nous avons prises. So here we show the photos, and photos it's a things only, so that you can use the relative pronoun que nous avons prises. So it means we show the photos that we took. And C1, Marie-Laure est notre tutrice dash vient de Nantes. So here Marie-Laure, it's a tutrice. Tutrice means what? Tutor. Tutor, it's one of the person. So for that you can use the relative pronoun qui. So qui vient de Nantes, it means what? Marie-Laure, it's our tutor who came from Nantes. And next, c'est le garage dash algar la voiture. So garage, it means here is the parking. Parking means it's a place. For that you can use the relative pronoun vous. So the answer, c'est le garage vous algar la voiture. So where she parks the car. And even nous allons visiter le musée de Rodin, and we visited the Rodin Museum. And Rodin Museum, it's one of the place. For that you can use Rodin, it's one of the person. For that you can use the relative pronoun dont la sculpture le peintre est célèbre. So whose sculpture peintre it is famous. So this is all about our second exercise. Complete the pronoun relative qui, que, vous and dont. And move to the second content, that is direct object pronoun. This also we have seen in the previous lesson. And see the definition. Direct object is a person or thing that receives the action of the verb. And see the example. Ils achètent le gâteau. So here it's a thing. So instead of this thing you can use the direct object pronoun. And direct object can be nouns or pronouns. And to avoid the repetition, and direct object replaced by the direct object pronoun, and these are all called what? Direct object pronoun. So one is what? Me, it means me. The, you. Le, la means him, her, it. And nu means what? Us. Vous means what? You. And les means what? Them. So this is all about direct object pronoun. And English, they go after the verb, in French before. So what is the English structure for the direct object pronoun? You have to use before the verb, after the verb, but in French you have to use before the verb only. And let's see the example. Where does it go in a sentence? It always goes before the verb only. See the example. Je regarde la télé. So la télé, it's a object, so that you can use instead of that la télé, you can use the direct object pronoun, because la télé, it's a feminine noun. For that feminine noun you can use the direct object pronoun la, and it has to be placed before the verb only. So I see the television. So when you change it to the direct object pronoun, I see it or I watch it. And next, je porte un t-shirt. So here un t-shirt, it's a masculine noun. For that masculine noun, direct object pronoun is what? Le. So je le porte. So it means I wear the t-shirt. And when you change into this thing, direct object, I wear it. And je vois mes grands-parents. So I see my grandparents. And when you change it to the direct object pronoun, grandparents, it's a plural noun. For that you can use les. So je les vois, it means what? I see them. So this is all about your direct object pronoun, and you have to note one thing. So when the verb starts with vowel, you have to use L apostrophe over there. Let's see the exercise. Remplacez les pronoms personnels c'est vous des. C'est vous des means what? Complement d'objet direct, that is direct object pronoun. Et fait l'accord. So replace the personal pronoun direct object and fait l'accord. Do the exercise. And first one, le client a créé les problèmes. So the customer created the problems. So here the object is what? Les problèmes. So les problèmes is a plural noun. For the direct object pronoun is what? Les. And here the sentence is passé composé. So before the auxiliary verb you have to use the pronoun. So le client, it's a subject, and les, it's a pronoun, and a, it's a auxiliary verb conjugation, that is avoir, and créer, it's a past participle. And you have to note one thing, when we using direct object pronoun in the sentence, past participle agree the gender. So you have to use the endings for the past participle. See here, le problem, it's a plural noun. For that you can add the ending s for that. And second, j'ai observé la structure des cellules. It means what? I observe the structure of the cells. So here the object is what? La structure des cellules. So this is a feminine noun, so that direct object pronoun is what? Allah. But the verb is what? Begins with vowel, so that you can use the L apostrophe over there. So j'ai les observé. So here you have to add ye, because the noun is what? Feminine noun. So it means what? I observed it. And see, when nous avons trouvé les résidences. So we found the residencies. So here the object is what? Les résidences. It's a plural noun. For that you can use the pronoun les. So nous les avons trouvé. So you have to add es. So résident, it's a feminine plural, so that you can use es over here. And it means we found it. Sorry, we found them. And next, la famille a nettoyé la maison. So the family cleaned the house. So here the object is what? La maison. La maison, it's a feminine noun. So for that you can add ye over here. And the direct object pronoun is what? Allah. But the auxiliary verb begins with vowel, so that you can use L apostrophe. So la famille la nettoyé. So the family cleaned it. And next, je review mes camarades de classe. It means what? I see. Review means see again. So I see again my classmates. So here, may come to the class means what? Plural noun, so that you can use a direct object pronoun le. So j'ai le a review. So here you have to add yes, because the object is what? Plural noun, so that you can add s over here. So I saw them again. So this is all about your third exercise, direct object pronoun. And fourth content is what? Pronominal verb in passé composé. This we have seen in that first lesson itself. And let's recall once again. And what is the formation for the pronominal verb in passé composé? See the example, se laver. Se laver means what? To wash oneself. So you have to find the past participle of the verb. If the verb ends with er, and what is the endings for that? E accent aigu. So washed. And first you have to write the subject. What are the subject? Je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il, elle. And these are all subject. And second, you have to write the reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun, what are the reflexive pronoun? Me, te, se, nous, vous, ce. And this is the verb conjugation in present tense. So when you change it to the past tense, first you have to write the subject, and second, write the reflexive pronoun, and third, you have to conjugate the active verb, because you are conjugating the verb in past tense. So you have to take the auxiliary verb active only, because when you conjugate the pronominal verb, you have to take active verb only. So for all the pronominal verb. So this is the active verb conjugation, and this is the past participle of the verb. So when you conjugate the active verb, it agrees the gender and number. So you have to add the endings for the subject according to the subject. And this is the conjugation. And first you have to write the subject, second a reflexive pronoun, and third is auxiliary verb, and fourth past participle of the verb. And here T apostrophe, because the verb begins with vowel, that you have to note. Let's see the exercise. Complétez la phrase avec le passé composé. So complete the sentence with the past tense. And here, se lever means to get up. Se promener means to walk. Se balader, it means to wander. And se maquiller, it means to make up. And se coucher, to go to bed. So these are the pronominal verbs. For all the pronominal verbs, you have to conjugate active verb only. And let's see the answer. C'est moi qui. So here the subject is what? Moi. So for that you can use the subject je only. C'est moi, it's me. Me, it's a reflexive pronoun, because the subject is what? Je. Me suis laver. le premier. So it's me to get up first, and you have to add the endings for the next. C'est lui qui se promenait au bord de la rue. So here se promener it means to walk oneself. So he was the one, and here the reflexive pronoun is what? As apostrophe, because him you have to take the subject il. So reflexive pronoun is what? As apostrophe, and auxiliary verb, that is adverb conjugation est, and promener it's a past participle of the verb. Au bord de la rue. So he was the one who walked around the street. And C1, c'est toi qui se baladait dans les rues de Lyon. So here se balader means what? To wander. So toi means what? With subject you only. So for that you can take the reflexive pronoun T apostrophe, and est it's the adverb conjugation, and balade it's a past participle of the verb. So the meaning of the sentence is so, c'est toi qui baladais dans la rue de Lyon. So you are the one who wandered the street of Lyon. And D1, c'est elle qui dash se maquille avec grand soin. So se maquille means what? To make up, to put makeup. And here al subjects, for that you can use the reflexive pronoun s apostrophe. Here the verb begins with verbal, and maquille it's a past participle of the verb, and you have to add e because the subject is feminine, avec grand soin. So it means what? She is the one who has done her makeup with good care. And even c'est vous qui dash se coucher tôt. Se coucher means what? To go to bed. So the answer vous, for that you can use the subject is what? Vous only. See, these are the reflexive pronoun. And vous êtes it's the adverb conjugation, and coucher it is a past participle of the verb, and you have to add yes because the subject is what? Plural. So the meaning of this sentence is what? You are the one who went to bed early. So this is all about your fourth exercise, which is based on the pronominal verb in past tense. And move to the next content. Le pronom en, that is personal pronoun. You have to use the two pronoun only. What are the two pronoun? One is on, and another one is what? E. So when we have to use on and when we have to use e. Let's see the definition for that pronoun e. So pronoun e means what? That. So the pronoun e replaces a noun or nominal group introduced by the preposition a. So this is one of the preposition. It means what? To, it, and these are the contract article. So o, ala, l apostrophe o. It can be a place where we go or where we are. So why we are using this pronoun? It is used for the place only. And what is the meaning of e? It means what? That. It replaces the noun. Let's see the example. Papa va au bureau. So Papa goes to the bureau. Bureau means what? Office. So office is one of the place. So instead of that only we are replacing the pronoun e. So instead of Papa you can use the subject e va. So he goes there. So it's avoid the repetition of the noun only. So this is the first pronoun. It means e. And let's see the second. The pronoun on. On means what? It. So the on pronoun replaces the complement introduced by the preposition the. So a quantity introduced by the partitive article. What are the partitive article? Du, the, la, the apostrophe, and they. So see the example. Veux-tu du gâteau? So here du gâteau means what? Do you want some cake? So here they introduced what? Partitive article. So instead of that only we are replacing the pronoun en. So where we have to place the pronoun now? Before the verb only. So we, Jean veux une petite pâte. So it means what? I want it a small part. So that it replaces the gâteau only. And second point is what? A quantity introduced by an adverb of quantity. Adverb of quantity is like a boku. Boku means what? A lot, very much. So these are called what? Adverb of quantity. For this purpose also we can use the pronoun en. So these are the two pronouns. One is what? E, and another one is what? En. So why? Where we have to use the e? No? It is used for the place, and it is used for the complement. It replaced by the preposition the, as well as partitive article, and then adverb of quantities. Let's see the examples. Remplacer noun par le pronom personal e o o. So replace the noun with the personal pronoun e or en. And here all the sentence are imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means what? It's like order one. So without subject is called what? Imperative sentence. So that you have to replace the pronoun, put the pronoun after the verb only. So these are all verb, and you have to replace the verb after the verb only. And see the first one, parler du concert de la musica. So it means what? To speak about the music concert. So here partitive article. For that you can use which pronoun means you have to use en. So parler en, speak it. And next, prenez des barres de chocolat. So take some chocolate bars. So chocolate bars, it's a adverb of quantity. So adverb of quantity we can use the pronoun en. So prenez en, take it. And D1, C1, entrez dans la salle s'il vous plaît. So enter into the room please. So room is one of the place. So that you can use the pronoun personal e only. So entrez e s'il vous plaît. So enter there please. And restez au bureau. So stay in your office. So office is place, so that you can use the personal pronoun e. So restez e. So stay there. And manger des pommes. So eat some apples. So here it's partitive article, so that you can use en. So manger on, eat it. So this is all about your fifth exercise, which is based on le pronom personal e and o. And sixth one, trouver the question, find out the questions. So here they give answer, and you have to find the question according to the answer. And first one, oui, je l'ai coupé. So it means what? Yes, I cut it. So cut it. You can cut vegetables or apples, fruits, whatever it is. So you can use any fruit or vegetables for that. So oui, yes, I cut it. So what is the question? So as-tu coupé la pomme? So here you can use the inversion method. Inversion method interchange the subject and verb. So here they given past tense only. So the question also you have to make past tense only. So here j'ai coupé, it's a verb of conjugation. So for that tu a will come. So inversion method, what is that? A, tu, and coupé, it's a past participle. La pomme, it's one of the fruit. So it means what? Did you cut the apple? And so the answer is what? Oui, je l'ai coupé. Yes, I cut it. That it is refers to what? La pomme. La pomme means what? Apple. And B1, elle a acheté 4 œufs. So she had bought 4 eggs. So what is the question? So how many eggs she did she bought? So combien d'œufs? Combien d'œufs? It's one of the interrogation word. It means what? How many? So how many eggs did she bought? So here also inversion method. So you have to invert the auxiliary verb and the subject. So auxiliary verb is what? A, that is our verb, and the subject is what? Al. So in between you have to use T, because it ends with vowel and it starts with vowel. So that you have to use in between T over here. Next, j'ai passé une semaine à Quebec. So I spent a week in Quebec. So the what is the question? So how many times did you spend in Quebec? So combien de temps? It also one of the expression. How many times? As-tu passé au Quebec? So as-tu, it's a did you spend in Quebec? And D1, oui, il va lui parler. Yes, he will go talk to her. So the question is what? Batil. Here also you have to use a T. Here the conjugation is what? Alay verb conjugation. So alay verb conjugation ends with what? Vowel, and the subject also begins with vowel. So in between you have to T. Use T. So Vatil parle en Chine. So here Louis, it can be a girl or it can be a boy. So you have to mention a name. So Vatil parle en Chine. So will he talk to Jean? And even no, c'est lui n'est pas Lyon. So no, it's not far away. So what is the question? Is this place far away? So esko also, it is a interrogation one. It means what is this? Celui is a place. A Lyon, it's far away. So this is the question. Sixth exercise, trouver the question, find the question. And this is the last exercise, associate a proverb. So associate a proverb means what? This is the proverb that you have to match. So here, qui ne dit mot. So the one is silent, and second, qui ne risque rien. So no pain, and third, qui veut, where there is a will, and D, qui donne au pauvre. So he who gives to the poor, and even qui vivra, time will. So these are the one side proverb, and next side is what? Na rien, no king, and per there is a way, and vera tell, and conso consent, and prat or dio the will be rewarded in heaven. So this you have to match. First one, qui ne dit mot consent. It means what? The one who is silent consents. And second, qui ne risque rien, ne rien. So no pain, no gain. And qui veut peu. So there is a will, there is a way. And even qui donne au pauvre prat à Dieu. So he who gives to the poor will be rewarded in heaven. And even qui vivra verra. So time will tell what will be. So this is the seventh exercise, associate proverb. And I have completed all the exercise which is based on your seventh lesson, and you have two videos only for the grammar exercise. And if you have any doubt, please refer this video again, and I'll give exercise which is based on this video as well as the previous video that you have to complete and submit it on correct date. And I hope you all understand this video. Have a nice day. Thank you all. Merci.